That's why I said, oh, you look like an Nkechi, because that's the Igbo, that's the eastern part of Nigeria. Maybe you look like you. So I'm looking forward to you getting your
I'm definitely gonna
ancestral
get it.
DNA.
I'm definitely gonna get it soon. Definitely. Yeah.
What part do I look like I'm from?
You look like you're from Delta. Delta or Yoruba. So I could give you like an Omolola. That would be the name I'm going to give you. And so when Meghan Markle told us that she's 43% Nigerian, we're like, okay, please go ahead and find out whether you're an Igbo or a Yoruba or, you know, an Hausa girl, so that we can really know, you know. But 43% is really high.
Yeah,
No, that really is high.
Almost half.
That's almost half.
To find out mine.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can't wait to find out. I can't wait to find out what you ladies find out.
My roots. Yeah, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, trace your
You
roots.
probably my cousin.
Nice. That would be nice. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to Living Real with Sarah, and I'm glad to be here today with these amazing ladies. You know, I love to make friends. It's part of what I enjoy doing. I like to go to new places and meet new people. There's a song that says, make new friends and keep the old. One is silver and the other is gold. So today we're going to be having a very interesting discussion. Like we do here, there are 3 ground rules. 1, everybody has a voice and you have the right to use it.
Yes.
2, nobody judges anyone here. I may not agree with what you say, but I'm not going to be disagreeable. Okay? And then number 3, whatever titles you had, medical doctor, you're an engineer, you are a pilot, whatever title you have, when you come in here, you drop the title at the door. Everybody here is equal. Alrighty, so you're welcome. I want you to say hello to our viewers and introduce yourself in 30 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Hello, I'm Nikwisha. I'm a mom of 3. I'm originally from Michigan, but I live here in Houston, Texas.
Oops.
Hello, everyone. I'm Queen. I'm a single mother of 5. I'm here in Houston, Texas as well, from Michigan.
Did you say you're a mother of 5?
Yes.
No, no, girl, tell me the truth. I can you be
I'm
mother
a
of 5?
beautiful mother of 5.
You don't look like it at all. What's the secret?
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
a lot.
Now, one thing is you got to be down to earth.
Right.
What is the secret? Why are you glowing after 5?
I just keep myself up when I have kids. When I'm done, like when I'm feeling good and up to par, I start exercising. Then I start wrapping my stomach actually with saran wrap. I don't use a waist trainer. I use saran wrap. I wrap it, and I start exercising right then and there.
Oh,
to get
you
it off.
exercise.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's about balancing
Slowly,
the mom
yeah.
life, and
Chi.
your needs.
Yeah, I gotta stay looking nice.
Yeah.
I'm single, so I gotta find me a husband. So I gotta look nice.
So how do you do it? How do you said you're a mom too.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You look like a teenager. So what do you do? How do you keep fit?
Well, me, I try to keep my mental sane up to par. And I do stuff that makes me happy, stuff that I enjoy doing. Like, I try to balance a lot. Like, I'm on a schedule. I try to do things to make my life easier.
Wow. Wow, that's a whole lot there. You're on a schedule, you balance stuff, you do the things that make you happy. Yeah, there's a saying that happiness is free, right? So what are the things that make you happy? Just give us like one thing, one major thing that makes you happy. And that you frequently indulge, you know.
I mean, I love shopping.
Hey,
Whew, you missed that story.
Treating myself, self-care days honestly make me happy. Like when I have time to myself, I'm really an introvert,
okay.
empath. So I like being to myself. I enjoy my peace of mind. So keeping that peace of mind is what makes me happy.
So how does keeping your peace of mind have to do with shopping? Because I'm going to take you up on that. Your next shopping spree?
Well, shopping
We're going together.
Quiet and you're by yourself.
Yeah, well, shopping make me happy originally. But also when I'm like to myself, I can journal, I can read my books. I actually enjoy reading books too. and like learning.
I refuse to allow you to leave that issue alone. That shopping,
Shopping.
we are going to shop. We are going shopping together.
Okay, we can.
And somebody's going to pick the bills. That's not me. Is it you?
I got somebody in mind.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh, I got somebody who gonna pay swipe all that for me.
Oh, then we all come back then. Okay,
Well, just let us come with you and we put our stuff on
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
definitely on her tab. Yeah. Okay,
I think
that's
that's good.
She said it on television. Got you. Okay, so now, can I ask a personal question? You have 5 kids.
Correct.
How old is your eldest and how old is your youngest?
My oldest is 10 and my youngest is 1.
Wow.
You want to know the middles? 4,
No.
3, 2, 1.
Now she gave it to us like 4, 3, 2.
That's super, mom.
My
You
oldest-
had
my
a
oldest-
child like every year?
Every year. I've been pregnant ever since 2017. This is the longest I went without being pregnant. My 1-year-old turned 1 August 2022. So, yeah.
So, what's happening? What happened?
What happened
Yeah.
as far as having that many kids?
Yeah. Was that intentional?
It wasn't intentionally, but you know, sometimes we slip up and stuff happens.
You really
and we just
slipped up a
own
lot,
to
girl.
it.
That was a
No,
lot.
My first, okay, so they were planned
Okay.
by the father. They weren't planned by me.
Oh.
I just went along with it and had them. I love kids. I actually want to have 12 kids. I want to have a big family. I want 12 kids.
Did she
And
say 12 kids?
12 kids. I want 12 kids.
Okay. That's 11 and an extra.
Yep. Yep. It is. I want
Wow.
12 kids. Yeah.
Wow, you must really love kids.
I love kids, yeah.
That's great.
When
That's
they're being
great.
good.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love kids too, but I don't know about 12.
Yeah, me,
I just
I'm
want a
good
big
with my
family.
3.
Give me 12 different opportunities to make something better. Make someone better.
Make
12 different
someone better.
opportunities to make 12 different people better than I was, than my parents was.
And then how you raise them, they gonna go on and make
Yeah.
other people in this world better.
Correct. And I'm ready to be a grandma. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
I got a long way, but I'm ready to be a grandma. Yeah.
So, would you mind adopting some kids?
Um,
Or just want to give birth to the 12?
I actually had, okay, so I would say I have 6 because I have one that I fostered. I had him for 3 years. He recently went back to his mother. So adopting, I will if it comes to that point.
Okay.
But I'm very fertile, so I can push him out.
Yeah, you can push them out.
See now, now that's what makes me not want no more kids, because the labor and delivery is hard, and I never had an epidural, so I did all my births natural. I'm really tapped out. But if my husband, you know, when I get one, I give him one. But
One. Just
One.
one.
Just one.
Okay, that's beautiful though. That's beautiful. I love kids too.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
Maybe I
bad.
could get one more.
One more? You want one more?
Maybe one more, but I give
Might
it
as
to
well
you.
have like 3
That's
more.
you. No.
You
Because this is
pushing it.
television. I don't want to say on air. Then it gets stamped. I don't want 3 more.
One more.
One, I can do it one, maybe maximum of 2.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I want 3. But we love kids. Yeah, we love kids. And whether you want big family or you want a moderate one, it's beautiful. Or if you don't want any at all, just do you, right?
Yep, do what
Just
makes
do
you
you.
happy.
Do what makes you
want.
happy. Yeah.
Don't worry about what anyone else says or what anyone else think, because you are the one that's dealing with that child, and it's all off what you think and what you want for yourself.
Yeah. 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 For me though, I'm always very particular about having the time to really train the children.
Yeah.
Like you said, you want to impact people's lives, you want to do things better, differently and all that. So that means you are going to have a lot of time committed to, raising up the kids.
Yeah, I commit a lot of my time towards my kids because my kids are also homeschooled as well. So,
Oh.
And I actually teach them. They're not on a program or anything. It's through me. So I dedicate a lot of time to my kids. And like Q said, she put them on a schedule. You have to have a schedule because it's going to help balance out your life. and give you time to yourself and time to do, journaling or whatever makes you happy. Just give a peace of mind.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I dedicate a lot of time to my kids.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, it's been happy times with the kids and all that and all that. What was that time that you felt like, oh, this guy is coming crashing on me, that kind of thing? And you were like, can I really go on? Can I really get out of this situation? Was there a time like that, and what was it?
Yeah, that was actually the time from when I first moved here, I think, because I was like pretty much, I didn't really have family here when I came. And I was on my own, so it was just me and my kids. And then I was pregnant and I had to work, pay bills, feed us. Like everything was on me. So, it's mama's baby, daddy's maybe. They daddy's, wasn't there at the time. So it was on me. Physically, emotionally, not so much financially, because, my kid dad, he was helping. But, but, yep.
So what was it? How did you get through that? What was
I really just kept the faith, but I had the mindset knowing that I was going to get through it. Like I felt it the whole time, like, yeah, I can come here and I can succeed. So I knew I was going to get through it, and I had a plan and a goal set, and I just stuck to it.
Wow. So what do you have to say to someone right now who is going through a similar situation, and she's like, or maybe he's like, I don't think I can get through this. You did. So what do you have to say?
I would just tell you to try to think more positive. Some days are harder than others, but lift yourself up. Like, even when you feeling sad, maybe just go out. But my main thing that helps me with being a single mom is enjoying the process. Like, I actually love being a mom. And I love seeing my kids smile. So instead of like feeling down for myself and resenting my kids and my situation, I actually, enjoy it. So when you enjoy something, you do a good job at it.
And keep going, yeah.
Okay, so is it the same with you? The love you have for the kids, is that what gets you going? Yeah. Even though you don't have the support of the man or of the dad?
Well, their fathers, like she said, they help financially. It's just that we're here in a different state trying to make a better life for ourselves. So they're back at home, so they help financially, which is great. But with me being here physically by myself with them, yeah, you just have to keep going and find that peace of mind. That's why I say put them on a schedule where you have that time to yourself is a big thing. Like, it's a big thing, so, yeah.
And self-care days, ladies.
Self-care is
Don't
amazing.
forget self-love and self-care.
When you get that time to yourself, you
Self-love
have
is
to
key.
self-love yourself and give yourself care and keep yourself up to par and just be happy within, and everything will fall in place.
Awesome. Now, talking about relationships, apparently we talk about men and women here, I think it's what makes the world go around, relationships. And yes, we have friendships and all that, but we have these particular unique relationships between men and women. And it doesn't always end the way, one expected, that it's going to end. So apparently you both have had the experience, something did not go right and all that. What do you want to share? What did you do? What did he do? What do you think you could have done better? What are you, willing to let other people learn from you?
Every relationship is different, and it's different pretending like different whoever you deal with. Every relationship is different. So you have to find the happiness within the two of you and go from there. Agree to disagree. If it's not working, don't be afraid to walk away. You have to walk away. When someone not treating you right, you have to walk away. You don't have to deal with the disrespect or any of that. And vice versa. They don't have to deal with you from the disrespect if you are the one, being the abuser. But it's okay to walk away. It's okay to start over. It's okay to become whole within yourself and then try to find someone, it's okay. Or even finding someone while becoming whole, it's okay. Everything, like literally, every relationship is different. None is the same.
None is the same. Are you willing to share anything personal? Like for you, what happened?
For myself, and with me being a single mom of 5 kids, all 5 of my kids do have a different dad.
Okay.
So I feel if I see something that's wrong with the person, and it could be things wrong with me as well, because the way I view myself, the next person don't view me the same way. So if I see something going on with that guy, I will bring it to his attention. I will be there to help, because I look at myself as a life coach. So I will be there to help you, and I will be there, every step of the way. But if you're not willing to work through the process to make things better for our relationship, I have to let you go. And I just feel like those previous dads didn't need, just one child. I feel like they just needed one child by me. Like, I don't have to keep a relationship that's dead.
So did you expect more, or you are okay with whatever was coming?
Did I expect more, like what?
Did you expect more from any of the dads? Was it that it didn't work out, or you weren't really expectant, you're just going with the flow or something?
I pretty much go with the flow, and if it works, it's gonna work. I know y'all had that spark to where, you had a relationship where that spark was like just there. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. And although it could be me as well that needed healing and stuff, but once I see things, I just, like you said, she's an introvert. I just, just pull myself away and just let it go.
Okay.
Let it end.
Okay, you want to say something?
Oh, I was just saying, like, for me, with my kids' dads, each relationship is different. Like, they all father different. So each co-parent is different. But I keep a peaceful co-parenting relationship with them. It's always going to be a dad that do more than the other, and one that's not so good. For me, I went into creating my children thinking like, oh, we going to be together forever. We going to get married. But then things didn't work out.
Okay.
Like, the first relationship was toxic, so I just left it. And then I went with my second relationship, and it was a good relationship. We just had different, sometimes you can just grow apart from people. Y'all have different viewpoints.
Yeah.
Like, he was more content, and I always wanted more out of life. And so I just think that each relationship is different, and sometimes it don't work out. But the best thing to do if the relationship is not healthy is to leave, so your children won't grow up in a toxic household. And maybe I stayed too long in one of my relationships just so I can try to keep that family unity. Like, oh, I want my kids to grow up in a 2-parent household because I never had it. So that's what I always wanted when I was a kid. And so I tried to give them that. But in reality, sometimes that's not the best thing for them. They need to see you happy, you healthy. They need to see healthy relationships going on.
Right.
So then they know how to carry themselves. They need to see their mom getting respected and valued.
And they need to also learn how to respect people.
Right. So I didn't want any bad influences around my kids. So any relationship I had that wasn't good for me, I cut them off.
Right.
Because I have to be that the leader for my kids. I'm leading by example.
Okay, so I'm sure you've seen a lot. So what are you looking for right now? Definitely you've learned a lot from, the past experiences. So what are you looking at doing differently, and what are you expecting? What are you looking forward to?
Doing differently, I won't rush anything. I definitely try not to get pregnant again soon. And I'm just loving myself. I found self-love. Honestly, that was the key to my whole everything that
Yeah,
changed.
truly, if you don't know how to love yourself well, there's no how you can love
Anyone
another
else,
person.
like anyone else,
Yeah,
not even
that's
your own
literally
kids.
the,
No,
like
the
you
key
literally.
can't.
to life, the key to everything.
Yeah.
It's loving yourself, being happy
Yeah.
inside, outside, and just loving who you are. Don't look at who anyone else is, just loving who you are.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't settle. I don't settle anymore. Like,
Yeah.
no, I won't settle for less. I know what I deserve.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at? If you meet a guy now, from what you've learned about the past guys and what you've learned about yourself, because one thing we do here is we are also very real to ourselves.
Right.
Maybe I didn't do it right. Maybe I should have done something differently and all that. So what are you going to be doing differently, and what are you going to be looking for in the next guy, that guy?
What I'll do differently, like I know it's some things that I need to work on. I'm gonna work on those. You know, when I go into my next relationship, and you know,
Are you
just-
going to do it when, or you're doing it now?
I'm doing it now,
Okay.
but once I get in a relationship, I'm going to watch myself. So I'm not going to do the things that the previous people have told me I've done. I'm going to watch it going to, further. I'm not rushing anything. I'm going to let him come to me. What I'm looking for is a guy, because I have 5 kids, so I'm looking for a guy that's willing to take in those 5 kids as well as myself. I'm looking for a business partner that we can get money together, love each other unconditionally, love me for who I am. I love him for who he is, and also my children. So I'm just looking for someone to just vibe with me, that just, that's
Right.
there, that's understanding that they have to love themselves as well before they can love me.
Right.
And-
Self-love
and-
again.
Yep. And even though I'm not looking right now, because I'm really focused on myself and my goals.
You're
but,
busy loving yourself.
But what I do want from a man when he do come, I pay attention to his characters, his characteristics, his morals, his values, and I want to make sure that we on the same page. That's very important in a relationship, going into a relationship, being on the same page. And yeah, and I want him to, have himself together. I got myself together. I want him to be happy within. I'll be happy within, and we both come together to make each other happy.
Right. That's beautiful. Now you mentioned something about not rushing it next time. Let's talk. This is girl talk, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you meet a guy, how soon do you think you should get intimate? How
Well,
early?
there's
How early? I'm coming to you.
my
I'm
personal.
coming to you, queen.
Okay.
I'm coming to you, queen.
So first, I have to, like Q said, I have to see your morals. I have to see your value. I have to see everything about you before it's just an open legs thing. But everyone is different.
okay.
Every situation is different. So it's like I don't know. It's just how
No,
soon.
My
But okay.
my younger self, okay.
Yeah.
We rushed things. It wasn't like on the first night or nothing, but but we moved fast.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, take me on dates. Let's
Yeah.
enjoy each other. Let's go out to eat, go on an adventure, maybe a travel, and just vibe with each other before we get intimate.
Let's see if you're worth that. Yeah.
Right, because I don't want to just keep giving my body to people. No.
Right.
And not only do you give your body away, it's like yourself, your soul. Like when you
Yeah.
intimate with these people
Them
that's like
soul ties.
negative, like it can transfer to you and it's no good. So I have to discover you and just observe you better, and then
Yeah.
so it's really no time on it.
Okay.
I can't say.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely not going to rushing anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying being by myself, becoming happy with myself, with my children happy. I'm enjoying life as it goes on.
Mm.
Someone comes along, they comes along.
Yeah.
Living in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live in the moment. That's
In the
a good
now.
one. In the now. That's a great one. And then also, I think that even when you decide to get intimate with a guy, and while you're still watching and all that, I think that it's good to protect yourself, even if you must, you know.
Oh,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, I
Oh,
actually want to
definitely.
see the
I'm
paperwork.
a provider.
I want
Yeah.
to see the paperwork first. I got
Please.
mine, but then if he want to go together and we both sit down, because I actually did that before with my baby daddy. Before we did anything, we went to the clinic together to get checked out, and then we did what we did.
Yeah, but apart from getting checked out to ensure that, yeah, you're safe and he's safe, I'm talking about preventing the baby from coming too early
yeah,
when you're not so sure. Or what do you think, Twin?
since
I'm gonna use protection. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Oh,
use
yeah.
protection because I don't want any kids right now. So I'm wrapping
You need a
it
break, girl.
up.
You definitely, even though you don't look like what you've done in the past 5 years, but I believe that you really need a break.
For
But
my
right now,
mental, I agree with you.
yeah, now we are going to take a commercial break, and that's how we roll. And you're welcome back to Living Real with Sarah. And yes, I've been having a wonderful time with Queen and Nakisha. And yes, we have said a lot of things. If you're just joining in, oh, you missed a whole lot. We're talking about relationships. This is a talk show all about relationships. And we've established a few things again tonight. We've talked about self-love, self-care. And you know, you cannot love other people right until you have learned how to love yourself first. That's it. Even the good book says love other people as you love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you don't even know where to start loving another person from. Okay, so we're talking about now when you meet a new guy and then of course you're taking your time before getting intimate, and then you are like, oh, it's not about how long, you know, I'm gonna take my time though. And then Queen was like, it's not in how long, it's like it has to do with how I feel about him, right?
Yeah, if I can see myself having a future with you, if not, then
But how long does it take you to know that you're going to be able to have a future with someone?
typically myself, it takes about maybe I'll say a month. Probably
Okay.
not even that. Not even that.
Okay.
They will show their true colors. You will
In
see
a
it.
month? Do you agree with that, Nakisha? Will a man actually have shown his true color within a month?
It all
I
depends.
mean, people can't hold on to what they not for so long before their real self come out.
So do you think one
But-
month is enough?
It's a start.
I mean, yeah, 1 month is good to get to know each other, but if you need more time, if you feel like you're not ready,
I think it will take like at least 6 months.
if you feel like that you're not ready, wait, are you talking about the dating, like before you get in a relationship,
No, I'm
or
talking
before
about,
you
like,
get
no-
intimate?
Well, she mentioned the fact that she's going to look at if she can see herself having a future with him. And she's saying about like within 1 month, you're going to know.
Oh,
But I'm
well,
thinking
me,
1 month is short.
I'm good at reading people, so I typically
Yeah.
will know how they are. But for me, I won't rush it. So I give myself more than a month to see if I really want to settle down with him. So we need like months of dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as per getting intimate, that can be while you're still watching him.
That can be like anytime during the dating period. Really, for me, it's whenever I feel like I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm comfortable,
Whenever I'm
and I'm
comfortable.
ready.
Okay.
Agree.
Okay. But as far as making babies,
I'm not making
No,
a baby in 1
baby.
month.
I
No.
think you need
It don't
to
take
rest.
1 month to know if I want to make a baby. No,
I'm
no,
gonna be
no.
using them Plan Bs if we slip up.
We don't
I'm
have
playing.
we don't have Plan Bs no more.
They got rid of them.
They got rid of Plan
Nah,
Oh,
Bs.
they
but
did?
for real, I'm gonna be using
They
wrapping it
will.
up, using protection.
yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
No more.
It's
baby.
gonna, it's gonna take longer than a month. It's gonna take longer than 6 months to even know if I want to have a child with you. Yeah,
Right.
I'm good on that right now.
So let's say now that you have a child who is already a teenager, and she comes to you and is like, "Mama, I found me a boy. I found me a boy." What are you gonna say?
So, the way my life is now, I have I have 2 sisters. It's 3 of us all together.
Okay.
12 kids total. I have teenage nieces.
Okay.
And I have one that comes and talks about boys, and I tell her, appearance first. You have to, if you like him back and whatever appearance, keeping yourself like showing who you are. Like, don't just, I can't explain, like, it's hard, like, some people are shy, so they pretend and be someone they're not. Just be who you are, and if he like you, he like you, and if you like him, you like him. But as a teenager, I don't really agree with that. My daughter is 2, and I can't see her coming to me saying she found a boyfriend.
No.
It's going to happen though.
It's going to happen. It happened with us, like literally. It
What do
happened
you,
with
but-
us.
but-
when do you
for
think
me-
it's good
but
to
for
start
me, I
teaching a
have-
child about sex? When do you think it's good to start
So-
talking about relationships to a child?
Yeah, so I have teenage nieces.
Okay.
And I feel like they getting around that age kinda where they saying they got boyfriends. I'm the real auntie, so I keep it real. Like I tell them about my experiences and about the real world and don't sugarcoat nothing.
Right.
Like I want them to focus on they self, especially in their teenage years and school and on their goals. And in their 20s, I want them to focus on their bag, like getting their money. Don't worry about boys. Don't try to tie yourself down. Don't start having babies. You know, you worry about that later.
If he wants you, he's going to show you.
And if my daughter was to come to me as a teenager talking about a boy,
Right.
I would be strict on her. Like,
But what's the difference from your nieces and your daughter?
I mean, the difference is I'm not their mom, so
You are,
I
though.
can't really
But it came to
say, I
you.
can't really tell them, no, you ain't talking to him.
Why
you better,
can't you? If-
better
if-
cut him
if
off.
they can
The
come to
only
you.
thing that I can tell my nieces is give them my advice, because we don't live in the same household.
Okay.
So I can't really control what they do.
Okay.
But I'm also, I like my daughter, I try to be really open with my kids. Like I let my kids be themselves. I don't try to change them. I let them have their personalities, and I want to be like the mom where they feel comfortable coming to me talking about anything, because I didn't have nobody I can talk to
When you were growing up, right?
when I was growing up.
Okay.
And but I want my kids to be able to come talk to me about anything. I
So
want my
if she
daughter,
comes, she's 13 or 14, and she comes to you and say, "Mama, there's this boy that's giving me the goose pimples."
I'm like, show me a picture.
I'm gonna be like, I probably let them go on a movie date or something.
I'm going to be right there in the back row.
I'm like, I'm watching you.
That'll be.
I got my
that'll
eyes
be,
on you.
That'll be it. But I'm gonna be on them like popcorn, right on rice, whatever you want to say it.
Yeah,
I'm
with
gonna
my
be
daughter.
watching them for sure.
But the thing is, how early do you think one should begin to talk to the children about sex?
Oh, I think at 12 and
relationships?
13 years old.
Do you think so too?
I don't agree. So I have my oldest, like I said, he's 10, and I feel like now is the time. But as a mother, I feel like that's not my place to tell him. I feel like that's his dad's place to tell him. So I would say about between 10 and 11.
For boys, and then a little later for girls.
Nope, girls is early. I would say girls is a little, about 10 when they first start their period.
I say you gotta handle girls and boys a little differently,
Why is that?
because like boys can't come home with a baby.
Yes,
they
they
can.
can.
A girl
Yes, they
can. I mean, they can have a baby, but like.
But you got to be the mother that take, like, if your daughter come home with a baby, you got to be that grandmother that actually take care of the baby, and versus having a son, you send it home to the baby mama, to that grandma.
So
Yeah.
I talk to my boys about, wrapping it up and about the important stuff. But like a girl, you can do more like with her. I don't really believe in birth control anymore, but you can put a girl on birth control. You can't really put a boy on birth control. You can't, a boy don't have to go through abortions or anything like that. So I'm going to be stricter on my daughter for those reasons. I don't want her getting pregnant early and having to go through nothing.
So you think that the girl child needs to be more watched than the boy child?
My opinion, no. If I had a relationship with my daughter and she's comfortable coming to me and letting me know, I feel like that's good. Rather than to have no relation. I didn't have a relationship with my mom growing up, so it's like when I was going through things, liking boys and stuff, I dealt with it on my own and the best that I could. So
Yeah, me too.
I feel like having
snuck.
that relationship, yeah, you snuck me out too.
I
a lot.
snuck and dealt with boys. But mine's, I know my reason for dealing with boys, being drawn to boys. Oh, and this is like key. So when we have emotional trauma or like emotional abandonment issues, we tend to run, especially girls, we tend to run to boys for that love that we didn't get and that emotional connection that we didn't get from our parents. So that's why it's important that I was saying that I'm going to try to be there for my daughter and talk to her and be her emotional support and love on her. So then she's not even going to be thinking about boys. She's not going to be thinking about leaving home, getting love somewhere else.
Because
she's going to already have it. Like she already got so much love from me and everybody else around her. So, you know, she's good. She's not going to be thinking about sneaking out really too much dealing with boys.
Right. But I agree with both of you that yes, we need to do more. We need to do better than what was done to, I think, to all of us. But the thing now is where I don't agree with you, where I don't quite agree is that the girl needs to be protected more than the boys. Meanwhile, it's the boys that are not protected at home, the boys that are not taught at home, that go around impregnating the girls that we are talking about.
Yes.
So I think it's a win-win thing. It's two sides of the same coin. We need to pay as much attention to the boys as we are paying to the girls.
To the girls.
There's so many broken
Yeah.
guys out there. Some
Yeah.
of them we've been with at one time or the other. They went through what we went through too. Those emotional trauma, abandonment and all that. And they also run to girls and then they kind of like, oh, she's not even, the girl is also broken. So like you said, you want your man to be happy by himself. You are happy, then the two of you can come together. So when a broken girl meets a broken guy,
It's just toxic.
it's just toxic.
So like what I mean by that, being more strict on the girls, like my girl, she's not about to be staying out late, going on dates and stuff like that by herself. But as far as my parenting to all my kids, my boys can come talk to me about anything too. Like I give them all the same love, pour love into them. So they won't have any emotional trauma growing up. And another key thing to raising the boys is by keeping them busy,
Okay.
like in sports or
But I
taking
think
them out somewhere.
that's for both
doing
of them, both for the boys and the girls.
Yeah.
It can't be just for the girls.
No, I'm not saying it's just for one, but
Or
I'm
for the
saying
boys.
like for the
Mainly
boys
for the
too.
boys that's not out there, you know, impregnating these.
Like just
like-
give them a new focus, and also what's good for them if men could step in, like stand up men that they can learn from, that can be like a good role model in their life, so they won't be as damaged as other boys are going out here damaging girls, because hurt people.
Yes. Hurt people hurt people. Right. So we have a whole lot to do, and we still have to take care of ourselves. That's a whole lot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mother title, we weigh a lot on our shoulders. Like, it's not easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
it takes
So-
a village.
Yeah. So what are you going to say are the challenges that you face as a single mom? What are the things that you would really have loved to find help, get help for? Like, I would really love that, this is taken care of. I would really love that this is handled for me and that kind of thing. Let's start
Well,
from you, Queen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
For myself, I have a 10-year-old, so he really helps out with a lot. I know it's not his place, but he helps
No,
out
it's
with
not his place. And that's another thing that we make these people, these young chaps do.
See, I don't make him do anything. It's all be willingly. Like he sees his mother going through a lot, so he be willing to help out. So he actually steps in. So for an example, if I'm running showers, my son will go in the room and pull out pajamas. That's the easy, and that's something that a guy would actually, help out if it was a guy that was there. So.
So what are the other things? What are the things that if you're talking to someone that's maybe for whatever reason is now a single mom, Can you give us some heads up, like, oh, girl, these and these and these are things you really, really need to, expect?
I kind of move past those things because I put myself on a schedule. I make it easy for myself
Okay.
to find peace and all that stuff. I really don't care if it's a guy around or not. And I really don't care to have one around, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
But to make it, I don't know. I just go with the flow. Make it what's best. Like every
tough,
family,
right?
every family is different.
Yeah.
Every situation is different.
Correct.
What works for me may not work for your family.
Mm-hmm.
So I just find what works for my family and I go with the flow. I feel like even if I did get a guy, my son's still going to do what he do. My kids are very independent. Even my 2-year-old, she's very independent. She don't want no help. She want to do it all on her own. She want to learn on her own. I let her. And it helps me out as a mom.
Mm.
So it wouldn't be no different with a guy around.
But it's tough.
Huh?
With the guy not being around, it's a bit tougher, right?
It's a 50-50. I feel like it all depends because sometimes a guy can come around and be a headache. He may not even help. It's a lot of people that say, oh, I want to be married, but not understanding like in the marriage, that guy sometimes don't help. So it can all be different. I really don't care to have someone around because I'm still myself. It's going to make it where it's easier on me. And if that involves putting them on a schedule, putting them on the bedtime, whatever, I'm going to do what I have to do to make it easy on myself.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Meal prepping, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I will stay up late at night just to make it easier. I feel like if a guy was around, that'd be great.
Yeah.
If he can come in and he can help out,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
But that's not always how it goes.
Mm. And then raising our boys, we have to let them know that these are the things that we already love, that, the men to be able to do. So we have to grow our boys to become responsible men. Right.
Exactly. And teach them to never, if you have a kid, don't leave that kid aside. No matter the situation, step up, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Stay in that child life. Don't ever.
Right. 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 Nakisha.
The challenges that I faced. The challenges that I used to face, I don't really face as much because I have a better support system now.
Okay.
But the things that used to stress me out was I didn't have much time for myself. I was like really doing it all. I was working full time, going to school full time, then have to be a full time mom, and then have to be a full time girlfriend, and balance home life, cook and clean. So then find babysitters if I wanted to go out and do something. Now my advice would be to try to get a good support system. That will be a great load, but I know everybody don't have that. But a good support system will help you out a lot. And I didn't used to take time for myself, like self-care days. I can't stress that enough. That's so important to me. Like a mom, we need to treat ourselves. We need time to ourselves. It's not selfish. And sometimes moms can feel like they have to be with their kids 24/7 every day, and that's equivalent to being a good mom. Sometimes it's not, because you can be driving yourself crazy being cooped up in the house with all them kids 24/7, and all you doing is yelling and screaming at them and losing your mind in that house. No, girl, get a babysitter, get dressed up, go out, do something you like, and do what makes you happy, like your mental.
Go shopping.
Exactly. Mental health is very important when parenting.
Right. Right.
Or
mental health is very important. You got to keep your sanity. Yeah.
Everyone is not like the going out, type of person. So with the schedule to have, like, my kids are in bed by 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So I go to bed normally about 12 p.m., but from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m., I have that time to myself.
12 a.m. you mean?
12 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., yes, I have that time to myself. So it's like, that's where I find my peace at. That's where I balance my peace at.
Wow.
Without having too many people that helps.
I'm glad she just said that too. finding balance, being on a schedule is super important. Like, let your kids have nap times, a bedtime for sure. That helps me a lot. My kids always had bedtimes, even when I didn't have help. Um, and if you don't have enough time in a day, try going to bed a little earlier and then waking up earlier. Like, I used to couldn't find enough time in the day to do everything I wanted to do. Clean, cook, run my errands. So then I started waking up earlier in the morning, and when they sleep, I can clean in peace. Or I can get something done on the computer.
Shower in peace, get ready for the day in peace, get breakfast ready in peace. So yeah, I agree with that. So if I'm actually tired at nighttime, I'll switch it to the morning and I'll get up earlier and just be up by myself before they get up.
Right, right.
Or I'll do it at nap time.
Wow, awesome. It's been wonderful having you ladies here today. A lot has been discussed, and I think we all agree that whatever it is that had happened, life happens. But you've got to keep living and thriving.
You gotta keep pushing.
Yeah.
If you let it sink you down, you will stay down and you won't get up. You have to keep going to make things better for yourself, for your family.
Yeah, yeah. So there is always a way to go about it. And yes, it's happened. And yes, they've been very bold to share their, what they have learned from everything. So now in 30 seconds, I want you to give your parting shots now. In 30 seconds, and I'm coming to you, Nakisha.
Okay.
In 30 seconds, can you just leave our people a parting shot?
I want to leave my moms and single moms with the message to make yourself happy, love yourself, self-love, and take each day, day by day. Parenting is not easy. It takes a village to raise these kids. No one is really a bad mom. It's just find your way. Learn from your mistakes, your experiences, and try to enjoy being a mom.
Thank you, Nakisha. Queen?
I would say the main thing is, I'll agree with Nakisha, finding your peace, finding who you are and being whole within, and just making things, like I said, everyone is not the same. Every family is different. Finding what works for your family. Sometimes people need to seek a therapist or whatever to make things better, but finding what helps out with your family and just pushing forward and not stopping.
Awesome.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Do what works for you.
Do what works for you.
Do what
That's
works for you.
excellent.
Someone can tell you that maybe I did this for my family. No, this works for my family.
Right. Wow. You've heard it all. That's amazing. So whatever it is, whatever had happened, wherever you are, choose to be the best that you can be. Life is for the living. And as long as you are still here, you can still live a very, very good life. So until I come again on another time with you on the Living Room with Sarah talk show, even as I'm appreciating everyone that's made this show a success, I have right there behind the camera this young, beautiful lady, Georgina Bracco. And we have our director, our executive director himself, Shino Ayo Oyinlola. Thank you for being there, and we'll see you again. Until I come your way again, I'm saying to you, keep living real.